Hi, welcome back. Another important direct general project interview question. Project with tight deadlines, how did you handle in SAP ECC or S4 HANA, irrespective of any module? How did you do that? Let me tell you a few instances. In my first project, okay, pricing is so complex. So in a such a way that like we have to develop certain uh, G tables, which has a lot of dependency to calculate business calculation to arrive the final price. Okay, we have a discounts like volume discount, basket discount, line level discount, and a lot of group discounts. Okay, so rebates, a lot of things will be there. So what happens when my lead gather certain requirements? So his focus is to work certainly for almost closing to the project. We worked on OTC related functional specifications and the OTC related, OTC means order to cash related functional specs. Suddenly we got all pricing requirements at one juncture. So it's becomes very difficult to handle the pressure. We work around like almost, so what is more important, the scope of the solution, what we have to deliver, and the complexity of the project, the relevancy of the project, the priority of the scope. We have to think all those things. Such a case, what happens, so around some 9 to 10 10 promotions are there. So when we had a, so there is something called deliberate and coordinate with your stakeholders. So like what we have agreed, out of 10 promotions, okay, so I think 12 or 13 promotions, 9 we are going to deliver. So then we have defined the initial scope. So when you have a project deadlines, what is more important is you have to define the scope. With this example, I can tell that we define the scope out of 14 pricing conditions. We have defined the scope for 8 or 9, and that's what we have agreed. The remaining move to another phase of the project, second phase of the project. First we went go there for single distributor. Okay, not only this, certain times you cannot able to uh, what I would say, you cannot able to provide the solution quickly. It has a dependency of your technical team or else cross functional module consultants. A lot of confusion will happen. Okay, so for the same solution, it has a dependency. Certain case, you have to wait for the scope which other person has defined. Okay, so so when you have a when so if the same question, if they have asked, I have three scenarios. So recently I have worked in one of the project, baseline one, that means first phase is finished. In the second phase, when I entered, one complex interface supposed to deliver, no one is ready to pick that solution, either technical side or else FI side or SD side. It is a complexity between SD and FI, certain case. So that is the thing handed over to me. So no requirement gathering by that time. So we are in almost development, almost close to the development phase. What I have to do, I set up a couple of quick meetings in that project deadline. So I spoke to the uh, relevant stakeholder, on-site coordinator, to discuss about how we have to handle it. When we thought about that, so to send this e-invoice information, we thought about that invoice zero is the solution from idoc side, not having any dependency on FI side. Certain times we have a certain configuration for payment method, certain configuration from FI side, also a lot of dependency. See, when I can able to save my, what I would say, after finishing output configuration also. So if I would like to generate idoc, I have a dependency, like certain routine will stop. Before creating accounting document, I cannot able to create invoice. The such control is there. So temporarily I have removed. So you should be spontaneous enough to handle the things also. So for that solution, we have done where our extension is required, we have done idoc extension. We have controlled the scenarios like invoice, credit memo, debit memo, and scrap sales. That is a completely new process with idoc. So within the shortest deadline. Apart from that, I have a I need to prioritize other requirements like scrap sales process. okay, to sell the scrap service order, and it should be matched with their existing process. There is something called various sales order, and apart from that, there is something called what I would say free of charge with what I would say with tax. That also I need to deliver. I need to deliver one more thing called what I would say advance payments. So all these came like see the project, the interface which I handle, that itself it is like a mini project. Within that, for regular baseline too, I got few more other requirements. So I handle all those things. How would I handle? Because of my previous experience, and I know how to prioritize the task and which one's supposed to be delivered. So when a certain thing, development dependency is there, where development dependency is very less, like that, we have to divide into complex tasks into small tasks, and you have to prioritize within that. Then only I can able to decide which one I need to configure and which one I need to discuss with the technical team, which can I can able to discuss with my project team, like that. Sorry, my project manager updates, and apart from that, my business client coordination, a lot of things will comes into picture. Okay, so generally what happens, if you are there starting of the project, scratch of the project, you know how to plan your module, you know how to gather. But if you are there in the suddenly in the middle of the project, these kind of things will happen. Not only this, I used to working on support projects. Suddenly if you get couple of one or two severity tickets, and you need to have a discussion with all cross modules, so it has a dependency on me, or else both of them, or else multiple people, or else it might be belongs to basis certain case. So you have to give priority from your regular incident resolution, such a way that you can able to handle the tight deadlines. So always what is more important, the scope. So here are the tips, like plan ahead and prioritize and delegate. So you cannot able to explain your interviewer directly like plan ahead, I'm going to plan ahead. So you can say that I'm going to plan ahead. What you are going to plan ahead, give me some example. Then you have to add your project example and prioritize and delegate. And that means your cross module coordination, or else your web coordination, or else your customer stakeholder coordination, or else client, or whoever XYZ person, those comes into picture. That you need to explain and communicate and collaborate. Means certain things you have to convince them. Like as I said that in my previous project, we have 13 discounts are supposed to give, but within the shortest deadline, we had a convince, like 9 or 8 to be delivered in phase one, like that. Manage your stress, that anyhow, adapt and learn. That means if something is new, advance payments I worked after 10 years, it's quite new, I handled it, like that. Many things will be there. So priority of the task, it is general way, don't tell to the interview, but think about this, which one is urgent and important. Okay, task that you have to handle it, not urgent but important, and urgent but not important, not urgent not important, like that. There is something called, okay, Eisenhower matrix. Okay, so I need not explain this one. Out of 5 tasks, 3 is urgent, then you handle it. Urgent and important, 3 is urgent, 3 is important, you handle it. 2, leave it. And 2 is not urgent, but 3 is very important, that you handle it, like that. You have to compare Eisenhower and matrix. Okay, like that you have to give an answer for this question. Let me try to add one more. This is the work what I have. So I handle the complete rollout of one country called Japan. There I need to coordinate with amount for service master creation without materials. I cannot able to assign account assignment categories, and assign GL account creation, because GL account should be required for account determination. So so total complete rollout. This is one of the bank project where I have handled almost like so many files I supposed to prepare for BP master for sales side, BP master for FS side, or also general data, like that. So this is like by using LTMC tool, we need to upload, and new account assignment categories creation, and account determination based on the GL account creation. If the GL accounts is not working properly, I cannot able to test it in my unit testing, because I can. So once it is posted, then only I can able to come to know whatever the GL account which I have done in account determination. Okay, 7 to 10 categories of the file preparation, almost like it's like huge stress. huge stress supposed to handle within shortest deadlines. And so what is the base for this Japan? Already Germany went rollout, and I need to segregate which are the service materials actually available for account determination, which actually not available like that. So LTMC team coordination like that, a lot of things. So in my pocket to explain out of my 11 years of experience, if someone is asking this question, you can say that uh, like this is the situation, this is what I prioritize, this is what I feel that urgent, this is what is not urgent and important, so that I just convinced my client so I can able to handle this. Or else phase by phase you can able to divide your requirements, and till testing you have to move forward. Okay, this is how we have to think about it. Certain times, suddenly someone asks this question. If you don't have planning, you cannot able to answer. That's why I have explained this question. So I think if you have some doubts regarding this explanation, you can able to ask me. See, my project requirements I have explained my own way. I have a different style to explain in interview. That is different story, but you must have to understand what exactly this question is all about. That's why I'm just discussing here. Okay, so currently I'm holding 817 videos. This is my Udemy forum. If you really want to learn more things, you can subscribe. Specifically, I'm concentrating on real-time things and module level knowledge anyone can give. Currently, I'm holding 5,993 students, and this is my top SD course, 112 hours, and all these are the different courses, getting master to write functional specification and idoc training. So these are the two recommended courses for every functional consultant. You can give it a try. So this is my favorite topic, pricing. I have done. This is one of my top course. Almost 2,000 students are there, and this with that motivation, I have done one more course on S4 HANA screens. You can able to give it a try. All these are different courses. I'm just providing these links below of this video. If you really like it, you can like it. If you really wanted to subscribe my courses, I'm just providing those links below of this video. Thanks so much. Thanks for joining the session. Have a great day. Jai Bharat. All the best.